Today on our professional profile, we are happy to have veteran bankruptcy attorney Mr. Thomas M. Dinero.
Well, it's 6:30, everybody, and on 6:30 on Friday on the Rush Hour Show, who do you hear? Attorney Thomas M. Dinero, the bankruptcy attorney.
How are you?
I'm doing just great, sir, and looking forward each and every Friday to talk with you in reference
Every Friday
to...
at 6:30, I try to dispel the myths about the most misunderstood law in the country, Trevor, the bankruptcy law. They're going to say, oh, thank you, God. Thank you for letting me listen to Trevor Forde's show. This is the answer to my sleepless nights, my prayers during those sleepless nights. 718-863-6000. I've been doing this for over 30 years. I've been on Trevor's show here as a sponsor for years. I don't know how many years. It's 5 years now, Trevor?
I guess.
I remember way back when I did it at 5:30 in the morning. Remember those days?
Well, it was before my last two kids were born, so, I mean...
So, you know, Trevor, I've helped, I don't know how many people from this radio show. I don't know if I'm up to thousands yet, but... I've helped a lot of people from this radio show, and I know a lot of them get back to you, and they're very happy. Let me tell you about bankruptcy, folks. If you've never listened before, or if you're a regular listener, you'll know bankruptcy is not part of the problem in reestablishing your credit. It's part of the solution. And what do I mean by that? By that I mean that whatever happened to your credit report happened to it before you filed bankruptcy. The bankruptcy is not what causes your credit score to plummet. It's whatever happened before the bankruptcy. The bankruptcy just freezes your credit score in time, and it's now your jumping off point. That score that you had at the bankruptcy filing, that's your jumping off point to start rehabilitating your credit after bankruptcy. And that's about a 2-year process. It's not difficult. Trevor, there is no downside to filing bankruptcy. I say that every week. There really is no downside. What is scary is that people don't know what the law is. They don't know what their rights are. And very often they go out and they shoot themselves in the foot by thinking they're doing the right thing. Here's a prime example. I'll give my number out again, 718-863-6000. Here's what I'm talking about. People make the mistake, Trevor, of listening to know-it-alls, thinking that they should avoid bankruptcy like the plague, when in fact it's the solution to their problem. And what do? They go out and they yank money from their retirement account. Then they use it to pay off their creditors. And now what happens? They have a tiny little paycheck at the end of the month because they have to pay that money back to their retirement account. And before you know it, Trevor, people are still saddled with credit card debt. Now they have less money or no money in their retirement account, and then they realize, look, this is the end. I got to do something. Then they come in to see me, and I tell them you wasted all that money from your retirement account. Please, folks, if you're having financial difficulty and you're contemplating yanking money out of your retirement, please call me before you do that, because chances are good you qualify for Chapter 7 bankruptcy. 718-863-6000. I'm here in the Bronx, been in the Bronx for over 30 years. I'll probably die in the Bronx, but this is the law that will help you get out from under your debt. It was meant for people who cannot afford to pay back their debt. It was meant for people who are being harassed and threatened by their creditors. It stops all that, and it gives you a fresh start. And that fresh start means that you get to keep assets that you own that are protected by the bankruptcy law, the exemption statute. And those assets you get to keep and still get out from under all your debt and get a complete fresh start. 718-863-6000. 718-863-6000. It's the 6 train to Bureau Avenue, the second to last stop, or the Hutch to exit 2.
Well, it's the most misunderstood law in America. If you need to get more information, contact Attorney Thomas M. Dinero at 718-863-6000. That's 718-863-6000. His office is located on 1726 Edison Avenue in Bronx, New York.